What's going on? Welcome back to the PvP Legacy video. I have 7,000 points. Look at that. Let's go. So other than my 7,000 meaningless XP points, today I wanted to talk about texture packs. And as you can see, is it Sunforge? Or I've noticed you have not moved. Do you plan on playing the game? Oh, they're alive. Okay, we can fight. All right. So as I was saying, today I wanted to talk about like texture packs and stuff. Oh, yeah, there you go. I wanted to talk about texture packs because I haven't set it up apparently. All right. So if you didn't know, I'm talking about texture packs. And as you can see, I'm not using a texture pack right now because I didn't want to go looking for one because going to look for texture packs, it's not hard, but it's also like not easy, especially when you want to like have something like unique for like every video. It's like, oh, it's hard to find good texture packs too, because a lot of the ones that I use, or a lot of the ones that I find anyway, are all very similar, and it's like, well, this isn't interesting. So what if the skybox changed? Just go get an overlay. I don't need a whole texture pack for that. Right? I don't need a whole texture pack just so I can have a cool looking skybox. I don't need that. It's completely unnecessary. And like a lot of the swords are like very basic, and even in like some texture packs too, the textures of like, you know, the textures, the textures don't like actually change. It's all like, oh, the armor will change a little bit, the sword will change a little bit, which is fine. I don't mind that. I wish they all just weren't the same, because a lot just have like that very basic, like very like short sword, like basically it's basically like a 1.8 texture pack made for like 1.9 PvPs. It looks kind of weird, especially because I really like the sword texture, and there are a lot of texture packs that I've seen or I have tried to use that like kind of like adjust it a little bit and make it like a little bit different. It'll have like a curve at the top, or like it'll be like shorter, or it'll be like an 8-bit form, but it looks cool, you know? It's different. It's interesting. Yeah, are you okay? Are are you okay? That's unfortunate. Uh, 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 there we go. I forgot how to spell for a moment. Well, anyway, I'm sorry you're having a bad day, but I kind of need to move on with my day. So, GG. You know, basic point is, you know, a lot of texture packs kind of bland, kind of blend together, aren't like necessarily good, you know. And it's kind of sad too, because I really want to have like really interesting texture packs that I can like link and like, you know, kind of share with others. I'm getting destroyed. Alright, never mind, I won. GG. But yeah, it's just a lot of texture packs are just kind of bad, sadly. And like I go through like almost like an hour of trying to find that texture pack that not only like looks good but also works. Because half of the adventure of getting a texture pack is that sometimes the texture packs don't actually work, like, at all. Like, sometimes it's just like the file doesn't work, or I have to go through like a whole process. And it's not like the process is very difficult. It's not. It's really not. But like, there's also the chance of, you know, if I go through this, that it won't work. You know, like the texture pack isn't going to work, which also happens for, you know, a lot of the things a lot of the texture pack I try to find. What is someone doing? I don't know what this man's trying to do. Whatever it is, it's working. I gotta go. Oh, unfortunate. That was dumb. But yeah, a lot of texture packs just kind of don't work, and especially when they're like if when you go to find a texture pack, it's advertised for a certain version, but it won't work for that version. That's like That's what really annoys me the most, especially, you know, if we're trying to find stuff that works. I'm getting destroyed by this guy. Alright, sick. Because, like, I'll, like, try to find a texture pack for, like, 1.18, maybe, like, anything, like, 1.18.2 and above, because PvP Legacy doesn't play on versions anything below that. And so when I try to find, like, you know, a texture pack for that, and then it just not work, it's like, well, bruh, and, what, why'd he leave? Huh? So if it's like a texture pack for like alright, that did not go well at all. So if it's like a texture pack for like 1.20, but like, or like it's advertised for that, and then it just not work, it's annoying, really, really annoying. Or sometimes, a lot of the time, what happens is, like, whatever the texture pack is for, say, like, you know, 1.20 or like 1.19, I'll have to, like, rummage and change versions multiple times because it's actually not for that version, and in fact, an older version than, you know, what was told on there. Or, like, the link is just, the link is bad, and it doesn't work for, you know, what it's intended to. Which is fine if it, you know, happened only every once in a while, but it happens all the time. It's like the most occurring thing ever, and it's really, really annoying. What? You pearl a lot. Come here. I'm gonna have to pearl. Okay. I hate shield combat. Get this stuff out of my inventory. Come here. Man, it's like the most reoccurring thing, and it's super annoying. I hate it a lot. Where are you going? Where? Okay, fine by me. God, you are annoying and elusive. Guess what? I can just do this. Guess what? Great, he has his shield back. Oh no. Ah, good. Good. I'd rather not fight him again. So a lot of the time what'll happen when I'm trying to, like, find a texture pack, it's like, oh, it's for this version, but then I apply it for that version. It's like, oh, older version of Minecraft. So now I have to go through, like, I mean, I have, like, I just go around guessing, changing my versions, because it's like, well, I don't know what version this is meant to be for, so I have to go through multiple versions. If I'm lucky, I'll find it before having to go through, like, all the versions. But if I'm not lucky, oh, I have to go through every single version, every single, like, available version. And then, like, and sometimes it's not even for 1.9 PvP. It's like, how are you gonna showcase a texture pack but not have the right link for the right, like, version? Like, it's like it's your whole job of linking a texture pack is to have the right link for the right thing. How do you mess that up? This man is getting rolled. But yeah, it's just like, how do you mess it up? And then sometimes, like, instead of, like, linking, like, the texture pack download link, you'll have to go through, like, a process of, like, I hate fighting people like you are obnoxious. Come here. I have to go through, like, a process where you have to, like, do this, do that. I'm not gonna do something like that. Come here. You have to, like, go subscribe to this guy, which is, like, really easy to cheese because you don't actually have to subscribe to the person. It just does the thing anyway, which is, like, really funny to me. But, like, sometimes they'll link a different link than, like, the actual This is awful. This is awful. I hate this. I hate this. Yeah, it'll be like a link, just like something else for like a texture pack download, but those like never work. And I'm dead. Good. So yeah, just finding like texture pack, and because you know I don't want to like reuse. Like I don't mind reusing texture packs, but I don't want to do it too often. You know, I don't want to do it too often. This man did not apply sunscreen. I hope you guys are finding this shield combat very entertaining, because I am not. I'm not finding this entertaining at all. But anyway, yeah, I don't want to use too many of the same texture packs. And like a lot of the cool ones too, I tend to find like a lot of cool texture packs, but then like they don't work because they either like fail like a virus check or whatever. Can't like figure out how to like just override that. I'm gonna die to you. I can't believe this. Yeah, so like they'll fail like a little scan check or whatever. Like they'll fail the download, and it's like, oh, it doesn't work. Or sometimes what happens is, so like it'll work completely fine. It'll seem normal, but for whatever reason, it just doesn't work. Like, it sucks. All right, moving on. So like it'll look like it worked. Like, you know, the file will be there. You swap it over to your texture packs folder and whatnot. But like, even if you don't change the version you're on, even if it's for another version, doesn't matter. What should happen either way is, right? What should happen either way is it's gonna be there even if it's for another version. Because that's how it works. It's supposed to do that. It's supposed to be there for another version. GG. For example, if I download a texture pack for like, I don't know, like 1.18.2, and then like, you know, it all works, it's all there, but then, you know, I'm playing on like 1.20, so I have to swap my version. Even if I don't swap the version, the texture pack is going to still be there in the folder, but it's going to show up as red. Meaning like it's not compatible, or it's gonna say it's like either not compatible with this version, and then you have to swap versions and all of that. But you know, sometimes it just doesn't show up. Like it's not there. They just don't appear. Even on like the correct version too. I could be on 1.18.2, download the right texture pack, and then it's just not gonna be there. And it's just like, bro, what like. Why does it do that? I don't know. And it doesn't help that like a lot of the texture packs I'm like trying to go for look the exact same. So like I go on like this wild goose chase trying to find something that's unique, or like something different, that like maybe like the armor looks different or the sword is different, and it isn't just like weird and or like literally the exact same as another texture pack. Now I understand if the texture pack is meant to like boost FPS, or just have a simple overlay. But that's an overlay. I don't need a texture pack for an overlay. Like I literally have like I've downloaded like an overlay. That's what I'm using right now. Actually, I'm just using a low fire overlay so I can actually see what I'm looking at when I'm PvPing. And you can do the same thing with a fire and a shield, but I just have the fire one because I don't really mind the shield taking up like a small quarter of my screen. I don't know. I'm weird like that, I suppose. But yeah, it's like there are overlays for that. I don't need a whole texture pack and even if it looks the same, who cares? I don't care if there's a different crosshair. Overlays or the lunar client that or PvP clients that people use have like things that change their crosshairs for them, so you don't really need to have like a different crosshair. Because primarily what I look for in a texture pack is whether it looks good. Obviously, first impressions need good visuals, but also if the sword is anything unique. I don't care if it's like the default texture. All right, the default texture is fine. If they didn't do anything with like the equipment, then the skybox, the actual textures have to look good. Have to be, something different. Why am I smacking with my axe? They have to be good, But if you do something with the equipment, like, the armor, the swords, the shields, and all that, then it has to look good. And it can't just be like this, tiny sword that everyone's swinging around. Because, again, there's like 40 other texture packs that I saw that are going to be literally the exact same no matter what. Like, it's like, I don't want to bore you with, like, like 4 different texture packs and different videos that are all the exact same and have, like, one minor difference. I want it to look cool, to look distinct, unique, have a cool little, maybe like the sword will have an animation or the armor will look cool or, just something different about it. I don't know. And, it's entirely possible that I'm just, lazy or picky, either or. I know I am. And that, it doesn't, matter as much if the texture packs are, like, basically the same, or, are fundamentally the same, with, like, the same sword texture. Oh, the colors changed, the whoop-de-doo, so be it, I guess. But, like, I don't know, I feel like I could make it look cooler, so it, it looks better, so, the video has, it's, I'm running out of words, because, like, this guy's all over my screen. So basically, trying to sum up what I'm trying to say is, I don't want, because while I'm yapping, there's nothing else to look at other than my, my PvP, other than the PvP, but, it gets very repetitive when it's all the same textures, and it's like, oh, okay. So that's why the texture packs are there, to make it different every time, so it's unique, so you're not getting bored of the same textures every single video, And I don't want that. I want it to look good, different. I have taste. I want the video to look really bland because it's just, they're all the same textures just being meshed together. This is a very weird match. All the bows came out. They're like somewhat concentrate on this. Come on. Like, I really want to find, like, texture packs like the monkey texture pack, where the armor was like monkeys and the sword was a banana. That was cool. I thought that was very unique. It was different. There was a texture pack I used where, like, all, like, the armor was, like, biblically accurate. It was, like, really cool. Like, knights and stuff. I found it to be very interesting, intriguing, even. I tried finding a texture pack where like the swords were a katana. Sadly, couldn't get it to work, but it was cool. You know, it's the idea of just having a katana for a sword is very cool, or just having an effect, just a special effect that just makes it different, like the aquamarine thingy that I did. The texture pack for that, it had the sword had a cool little water effect on it, made it look nice. Anyway, that's another episode of PP Leaks. Hope you guys did enjoy. Texture packs are hard to find, especially good ones. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you are not subscribed already, I recommend, because you know, if you subscribe, you can ring a bell, and then the bell will get you notifications on more epic yapping videos. Oh, anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.